So, we have 4 of us here. I'm Soshi.
I'm Mimi.
I'm Lulu.
I'm Missy. Here
Finally.
for the first time, finally.
So today we're doing the Valentine's date battle tier list. But yeah, we're gonna tier list out our top 7 picks for Valentine's dates. Let's start the tier list thing.
Yay!
Oh boy.
Okay, who's our first person here?
So this character is Dean from the Iron Giant, and
Okay.
he is a cool guy. Dean,
Really?
yes,
Are you sure?
he's a fairly cool guy.
He looks a little arrogant in that photo.
Listen, he's a sassy, sarcastic coffee dude, and he's an artist. So you know he's as cool as you can be within what he's given.
All right.
And I'll leave it at that. If we have any questions, I can try to answer, but I've seen the Iron Giant like years ago, so I might not remember everything.
Okay.
So your memory's a little hazy about him.
Listen, if you watched the Iron Giant, you would understand.
I don't remember the Iron Giant. I have
You
it on
should watch
video.
If knowing the kinds of characters you gravitate towards, I thought Dean would be
I'm already thinking of putting him in A tier, don't worry.
Okay,
But I'd
good.
like to see Lulu. Your turn. Where's your placement?
I'd say maybe a B.
Okay.
D.
Judges panel. Missy.
I don't remember this man at all, so that makes him a C for me.
Okay, he gets a solid B. B tier.
All right.
All right, next character.
Oh no, that was one of the characters I thought would be easier to go with.
Easy.
Is
So
that
here-
the girl from
Easy.
Spy Kids?
Dean. I'm talking about.
Easy.
No, that's not Spy Kids. That's
Who is
Asami.
that?
Easy.
Shut up! I'm getting to it.
Go on then.
I'm
Defend.
fucking saying it. I was talking about Dean when I said easy, not this person. This person's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, because I don't know who this is.
Well, this is Asami.
I think I'm the only one that's gonna know, and I will judge heavily.
Why don't you let me speak and then you can judge?
Okay. All right.
This is Asami from Audition. She has. Okay, so the thing that's complicated with this film is that it's not exactly clear what's fictional versus what's reality within the universe of the film. But based on what we've been shown in the movie, Asami is pretty. We can say that she's devoted. She's loyal. She'll give you her all, and she has pretty good style. She's like calm and chill for the most part, and her story is pretty bad, like where she came from. For a Valentine's date, you know, she could be pleasant, especially if you first get to know her. She might not be best for long term because maybe she doesn't have like the healthiest idea of how a relationship should go. But
well, that's bringing her down.
But that's just part of her flaws. She's a little toxic, but no one's perfect. And for what she's got going for her, she's a very memorable, iconic character. And yes, she rocks leather gloves.
D tier.
She's great, and the main character is shit.
D tier.
She is great. What do you mean, D tier?
D tier. Lulu,
Why?
your turn.
Why D tier?
Because I don't know her.
Okay. Well, I've seen the film and I do know her, so I'm gonna put her in C.
Oh, it's up to the panel.
She's a complicated, tragic figure. You just don't understand.
So she goes in C for complicated.
Alrighty.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Who did this?
I did that, and you know what?
What a surprise.
So you see that guy between Jane and Pyramid Head? Yeah, that guy. Put him with the dog because they come together.
Like, think about that line out of context. You see that guy between Jane and Pyramid Head?
Put him there. Put him next to the dog because they're both played by Jerry Trainer.
Oh, you can move them around. That's nice.
So I don't have a specific thing for Jerry Trainer. I knew the live action character first, and then I knew he played the dog. And I was like, you know what? This dog he's a little annoying, but he's pretty neat. And I think this dog is a quintessential example of a cartoon himbo. And I gotta support himbos. So I think he's gotta be, that's what makes him pure S tier, himbo solidarity. The dog is Dudley Puppy from Tough Puppy.
Thank you.
Well, he's the protagonist, so he obviously carries the show. But yeah.
I know this character.
Yep.
I'm very familiar. I like this show, and I am going to give him D again.
I see.
I'm not a fan of him in particular.
That's fair. I was also considering the cat, but I was like, himbo.
Yeah, the cat's better.
That's
I
fair.
like her.
I understand. I also liked her. As for the live action character, so that is supposed to be Spencer Shea from iCarly, the older brother of
I
Carly.
thought you were talking about Jerry Trainer.
Well, yeah,
He's his
Jerry
own live
Trainer's
action.
chill. But yeah, Spencer Shea, I remember watching iCarly as a kid and thinking, this guy's pretty neat.
I was gonna say, I'd rather remember him as Spencer than Crazy Joe.
If we were like the same age, he seems like someone I could hang out with. And I think the same goes for Valentine's Day. He always comes up with creative recipes, even if they look kind of weird. But his main thing is being an artist, and he's very eccentric. So he was definitely the standout character in the show for me. And he likes to build a lot of interesting sculptures, and he has such a unique energy. And I would proudly go with him on some kind of Valentine's date just to chill, play games, talk, eat. I don't know.
Well, I might give Dudley Puppy D, but not in that way. As in place him in the section of D.
PG.
The other guy, don't know him, don't date artists. I'll put him in F.
That is too bad because he is a character. One of the characters of all time, I'd say.
For Dudley, I've only seen a few episodes and he was chill, but I am gonna have to put him in C.
Okay.
If we're talking Spencer, I'm putting him in S.
Nice.
Really?
Spencer Shea, SS. He really is the iconic character. If you watch iCarly, it'll be for him.
It really was for him, honestly.
Spencer was that bitch.
What's the panel saying?
So I love Tough Puppy.
Yes.
Oh,
so
good answer.
Dudley, my fave.
Yes.
Great show. Weird as hell, but great watch. It always left you in a good mood. So I have to say A for Dudley Puppy.
Because they're both weird and energetic. So
we'll
they
have
fit.
to balance it to a B then.
Okay. That's better than I thought.
On the upper end.
And for Spencer Shea, I would have to say S tier.
Nice.
Okay. So that's
carried
two
the show.
S's, which means he gets S.
Wow,
Nice.
we got our first S.
The past iCarly, and he still carries the new iCarly. So
yeah.
Oh, it's my turn.
It's that guy.
I don't need anyone like I don't need anyone to guess. They know it's me.
Yeah.
I didn't prepare a PowerPoint presentation, but
Listen, I thought it was going to be chaotic, and I thought, why not do a PowerPoint presentation for all these characters, especially
out. My last minute was like 5 minutes before we started the call.
True.
Yeah, I picked out like a few people the other day, and I'm like, I already know exactly what I'd pick if like on a whim someone walked up to me and asked, like, these are the people I'd pick. So Aizawa, I would definitely take this character on a Valentine's date because I have to make this not weird.
Do it. Make it weird.
I'm not gonna make it weird. I'm just gonna let people fill in the blanks.
Listen, this video's already gonna be weird. You may as well just go all out.
I know. Go ahead and look at the rest of the list. There's at least a few.
There's like 4 characters in here who all just have the same hair.
That's the best part.
Okay, so Aizawa, he is my top pick because 1, he is an amazing dadly figure to not only his entire class, but to what's her name, the little kid. I didn't write notes, so I don't remember her name. It's fine. He is a hero in spite of the fact that he doesn't have traditional hero powers like everyone else who has like fire and like super strength and things. He's just sort of like got his whole Batman thing going on, and that's pretty cool. Also, he likes cats.
Yeah.
Not a ton to say about this character.
It's all in your feels. You just knew it.
You just
gotta
get the vibe
feel it.
from me. Just Please.
I would like to point out that Dean is also pretty decent with kids, with what he can handle.
You had your chance. No, I'm just joking.
The kid's name is
You did have
Hogarth.
your chance.
The kid's name was Hogarth, and he was on good terms and good
Are
with
you
him.
trying to one-up me by remembering the name of the child?
Because when you said the name of the
Hogarth.
kid, I was immediately thinking of
That
Iron
was his
Giant, and
name?
that was his name, Hogarth. Sorry.
No wonder he didn't have friends.
Who names their child Hogarth?
Someone who hates. Yeah.
That sounds like a Lord of the Rings character.
Aizawa's the cool Batman dad. That's how I'm going to advertise him.
Aizawa's chill. I don't think he was ever a character that I had that much interest in, but I can understand why you would admire and like the character. So for me, it would probably be here.
I also didn't feel strong one way or another with Aizawa, but I can appreciate his character and definitely his power. I thought his power is pretty interesting. Just as a person, I'll say A tier.
For me, he wasn't that amazing. I like that he was a dad, but that's pretty much where it ends.
You're just
But
after
I
the
like his
dads.
face, so a B.
Ooh.
All right, who's our next person?
So this is a real life person and not a fictional character.
A tier.
This is Guillermo del Toro, my all-time. Well, if I had to pick a favorite movie director, his name would be the first one that comes to mind. I just love a lot of his, at least the works I have seen. They're among some of my classic favorites. Seems like a really cool, empathetic, thoughtful guy. And I just think it would be really cool to spend Valentine's Day just talking to him just about anything.
Ooh.
So I was like, why not? This seems like a great guy. I like him enough, and yeah, why not?
All right. That would give me an A tier for him.
Some films, if for those who I don't think any of his films have been amiss so far. Maybe there's some that.
I actually need a list of what films he's done because I don't know.
So if I just list off the back of my head, one of the newer films that people I assume like, he did that new Pinocchio movie that's on Netflix, like the good one, not the trashy ones. He did one of my all-time favorites is Pan's Labyrinth. Also did The Shape of Water, did Hellboy.
Okay, S tier.
He did the Book of Life, which was pretty cool.
He did?
There's so many. Yeah.
I didn't
There's
know
so
that was
many.
one of my favorite movies.
He's just so cool because when he talks about stories and stuff, a lot of it's coming from the idea of like loving the other. Like what I love about the monsters in his films, like even in movies that are kind of fantasy, a little scary, and yeah, it's just cool. So yeah.
Okay, my vote. If he did Hellboy and Pacific Rim, that's S tier.
Ooh.
I'm also going to say S tier.
Yeah.
I will also say S tier.
All right.
Yeah.
Gold. Who's next?
Ooh, this is Pusey Washington from Orange is the New Black. So I haven't seen too much of the show. I mainly just saw the first season.
Unfortunately,
we do need to get back to that. Orange is the New Black is one of the live action dramas that I can actually tolerate and have interest going back to like sit through. And I think despite all the chaos and how there's like a lot of weird stuff that happens or moments with characters, it's still got something grounded. And among all the different kinds of whack characters there are, Pusey, I think, is one of the more easily likable characters. She's like obviously loyal and devoted, playful, chill, just easily likable, like a good balance of energy and just overall calm and, pretty smart, pretty thoughtful. There's just nothing bad I can say about this character. So I thought this was like someone I could easily like more compared to some others. There's probably more stuff I'm just forgetting at the moment, but yeah.
I think a character that is an easily likable character is a very safe bet for Valentine's date. So I would say B.
Yeah, like if she likes you or wants to, spend time with you, she'll definitely, make the effort and, it'd be fun to hang out and just chill with her.
I've watched enough of the show where I saw where she came into the show and where she left. So I basically saw everything for her, and she was a really great character. And just in general, like she was, if it was like a real person, she's just a really cool person, just chill and positive. So I'd give her S tier.
Yes.
I don't watch too much of Orange is the New Black, but I always loved when she was on screen. So I will give her A tier.
I shouldn't say every moment, but like she instantly made the scene better.
Alrighty then. Who's this smiley face boy?
So that's Professor Layton.
Woo!
Yes.
His first name is Herschel, right? Professor Herschel Layton.
I forgot, maybe.
But I think he's pretty cool because, he solves mysteries, he helps people, he has his little ward. I can't remember his name. I don't know. He's just always very polite and gentlemanly, and I think he definitely be cool dating material, especially for Valentine's Day. Just very polite and compassionate, and yes, solid hero type.
I guess now Soshi gets to hold it over our heads that they can remember a child and the rest of us cannot.
Luke.
Yeah.
That was his name, is Luke.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say A tier because I love mysteries and a guy who's just got a really nice smiley face. Look at him.
Yeah.
That is one thing that drew me to him, was just his very placid, plain face.
He's got such a dapper hat, and of course, we love a good mystery.
I was making
Yes.
comments earlier. I was like, sexy top hat.
Yeah. Honestly, why not? I think that's fair for A tier.
What says the panel?
Lulu mentioned he's very polite, and for a Valentine's Day, that's all you can really ask for. So I'd say A tier. He just
All
looks
right.
good.
Yay.
Triple A. I guess that's me again.
Who dat?
I have a lot of explaining to do. So this is Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil.
I was
Say
gonna
no
say, it looks
more.
like a Resident Evil character.
I feel judged from afar by the viewers.
Which viewers? What would they have to say about Leon?
Oh gosh, I don't know how to explain this character because I'm gonna omit something. I don't know a lot about him.
That's all
Mm.
good.
I just like the character. I bet you I'm gonna find something and I'm gonna explain that's gonna put him really low on
Wait,
the
are you
list.
looking right now?
I'm looking him up right now. Just give me a
Nice.
minute.
Okay, so
I've
I'm gonna
always liked
expose
this
myself.
character. He's a big deal for me, but I know nothing about him. So it's
Yeah,
just the vibes.
it's like that.
Again.
That's
So apparently the most important thing about him is that he's a police officer.
oh, okay.
Okay.
F tier.
Yeah,
Fair.
I figured.
See, I
I
thought he was
personally will
hot.
not hold that against him.
I just like the
Oh.
boy band hair.
I see.
That's the hair.
I liked his style, and I was like,
Yeah,
so the police officer's definitely gonna take it down quite a few notches.
correct.
If I had to give him something, like, overall, as a character, I'd probably say C, but I don't know. I'm also thinking D just because, but I don't know.
I don't think he has a ton of personality.
That's fair.
I'm not
So,
helping myself. I just keep making things worse.
why don't you tell us about why you like him so much?
I said the
Despite all
boy
that.
band hair.
Is there
That's
nothing
it.
else?
No,
That's
there's
it?
nothing else. That's it.
That's your top 10? That's your top 7?
Yes.
Oh,
Boy band
right.
hair?
Yes.
Okay, well,
There's
for me, it's
nothing
gonna...
else to feel.
Except for the D tier, which is what I'm putting him in.
I'm also gonna put him in D tier.
Okay. Was that
Feel the
D, D, and
D.
F from the panel?
Yes.
Okay, so he ends up by consensus in D tier. That's
He does have nice
acceptable.
hair.
Yes.
I wonder who picked this character.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
also
I wonder.
wonder. I wonder who did that. Was it you, Lulu?
Obviously, it was Missy, our panel.
Yeah, the one.
Explain yourself.
Well, I feel like I don't have to because this character is just that legendary and iconic. This
S
is one of the
tier.
this is one of the characters that I put like as my absolutes. Like I hype, just bias in general. He's cute, he's amazing, iconic, stellar, legendary. He's everything.
S tier.
He's got personality, he's got humor, he's got tragic backstory. He's like devoted. He will give his all on a Valentine's date. He might be a little too serious and intense, but he's not much of a feeler guy, but his heart's definitely there and in the right place. I can't think of any other kind of protagonist that matches up to his balance of like epicness and adorableness and everything. Just
Tier.
great. Just great.
I'm advocating all black cat characters in this list for S tier because black cats are S tier. So
Black cats are S tier. That's true. I could have just said that.
Yeah.
He's just amazing.
I want him for S tier. Let's put him in. Who
What
I'll
else?
say S tier.
Everyone else's, so I guess I have to S tier.
Do you have a more honest opinion of this character?
No, I like this character. S tier.
Okay, good.
He is pretty
Yes.
cool.
Amazing.
Who's
S
next?
tier.
Yeah.
So that's Nani Pelekai.
S tier.
And she's very responsible. She's taking care of her sister, her younger sister, after their late parents. Very hardworking, very focused. As far as dates go, she'd probably be pretty cool if she didn't have a lot of things that she needed to worry about. But that shows just, how much of a good person she is. And, she's got her responsibilities and, she knows where to put her priorities. So
Yeah.
She's pretty cool.
S tier.
S tier.
Also want to throw in that she's a surfer champion with a lot of
S tier.
trophies. So
S tier. S tier.
Everyone says S tier.
Right.
In she goes.
Yay!
Next.
Nice.
All right. So that's Batman.
Woo!
As far as dates go, he does carry a bit of the moolah, so he would definitely treat you well on a nice little date.
Ooh.
He's quite the socialite, so you'd be with someone who can be charismatic and just polite, compassionate. He's got his very good morals and always follows them, never strays far from what he deems is right. Justice, not vengeance.
He's got a tragic backstory, the classic dark broody character.
I wasn't gonna say that just because I'm trying to defend him. I know some people have issues with parent issues.
A lot of people like that stuff, so who knows?
I think in this group
he's got daddy and mommy issues.
All right, so A tier.
I think that's fair. I would also say A tier.
I like Batman, and I like that Christian Bale plays him, so A tier.
All right.
Cool.
He was growing on me.
He should be. You're watching the rest of the show.
I know.
Gosh, I have to watch it. I've only read the series Bible and like a 1-episode script. I have not seen it.
It's going pretty good. It is true to what people say.
Yeah.
So that's Jane Porter. She's from Tarzan.
Yeah.
She's very happy-go-lucky, very cheerful person. She's very adventurous. She's very good with animals. She's very, even though she's kind of skittish, she's very brave person, very courageous. She's not afraid to get out there and fight for what she believes in.
She gets horny.
Yeah, that too. So I guess she'd be a good person to go on a date with if you're looking for that. She's English. I don't know if that's gonna sway people.
I'm trying to think between A and S because I would say she's definitely up there too for me, for like at least animated Disney heroines.
I'm just like, I played it so safe with my characters, -1.
Honestly, I don't have anything bad to say about her. She is pretty cool. So, I know she was obsessed with the man in the loincloth. So she's pretty funny. So I'm just trying to think what I could, because
animal activist.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? I'll give her S for that. I think she'll be funny and charming, and I also liked her.
I'm just like, I know what'll win you people over.
I think she'll be fun for a date. So yeah, yes.
Move up to A. I don't think I've seen Tarzan. I know I have it.
You should see it. It's good.
I haven't seen a lot of Disney movies.
It's such a nostalgic pick for me, at least.
I don't want to redirect, but I do have a story. So, I'll say I don't watch or haven't seen a lot of Disney films, but if you were to visit, I have a lot of them. And basically, when I was young, I guess I found Disney movies really boring, so I would always fall asleep. So technically, I have seen them all. I've only seen the first, 10 minutes of every Disney film.
10 minutes?
So, that we've got S, A, and...
I love Jane. I love the scene with her and the little monkey. That's so funny.
The voice is just amazing.
It was. I love her.
She's great.
Had I been in her situation, I too probably would have been horny for Tarzan. No one else was around. So I'll go A tier.
So,
look at that.
With this next one.
Look at that.
Who could that be? I've never seen that. Is that Triangle Top?
Traffic Cone Man.
A cone head. So that's Pyramid Head.
Oh, that's your character.
Why would it be mine?
I don't know.
Did you think it was?
Yeah, I thought it was Mimi's pick, and I was like, interesting. So I guess we all like Pyramid Head.
No,
I don't know who that man is.
Pyramid Head is a something.
I can't see his face. Why would I want anything to do with that? I don't even know if he has hair.
So I'm not gonna get too much into the lore because I don't even know how he became. But basically he's from the video game franchise Silent Hill.
Yeah.
And he's, hopefully I'm getting this right, he's kind of like a protector character when it comes to the main, I guess, I don't know if you'd call her antagonist.
That's an interesting way to put it.
It's a poor suffered child that's just gone through a lot. And because of all like the hate and pain that she's gone through, he kind of was created out of that as a protector for her.
Okay, can I just say something?
Yes.
We both saw the movie, and I know you like the movie, but I'm pretty sure I haven't played the games, but I did look a little bit into the game lore. So I'm pretty sure the way they explain it in the movie is different in the game, because I believe he's mainly in the second game, and he's connected to the protagonist, and it's a lot different than the way you're describing it. But I guess we're just gonna go by the movie character then.
Yeah, because that's mainly what I'm focusing on is the film.
Okay.
So yeah, he could protect you if you were that selected person. He's strong, and he'd probably be a great listener. I don't think he talked that much. Maybe you guys could go to a movie on a date, because he could just sit there and not talk. Food's probably off the table.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that.
You just feed it under the cone.
If you guys were cooking, he carries around a really big knife, so he could help you with that.
I said a cone, but I meant a pyramid. Just ignore me. I'm stupid.
Okay, I rest my case. I can't defend him anymore. All right.
If I had to summarize him, it would be like guilty pleasure, because he is a popular character that is both scary and sexy. So
he is sexy, but I'm not going to get into that because of what they say about him in the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If
don't say anymore. I'm trying to make him a good character. Shut up.
It's too late. I've already been reading up on him.
Uh-oh. You've been digging deeper.
Yeah, I was a little curious.
If I have to be honest, I would not want to be anywhere near this man for Valentine's or any other day. But if he did truly like me and want to protect me, so if I were that special one like you described, then I think we could have something going. So in the most positive light, I could give him maybe B.
Wow, that's high.
Otherwise, I just say in general, just because I'm also somewhat biased for this character. But, that's not really someone I'd want to mingle with in real life.
Don't read up on the wiki. Stop it. Stop.
Well, I'm almost done.
Don't tell anyone your findings. Stop.
No, I'm just gonna speak from a strategic date perspective. He can't talk. He can't eat. Can he see me? I think in theory,
he can sense you. Yeah.
Yes.
He can't talk, right?
Does
he make noises?
He can probably make noises.
Okay, so like confirmation or thumbs up, thumbs down. That's still not enough to bring him up.
I've seen him nod, so I assume he can shake his head as well. So
he understands conversation.
Yes.
But he doesn't make conversation.
He's mainly there to be scary.
Maybe he knows sign language. So in theory,
when he clocks out for the day, he comes home and he takes his metal thing off and he just sort of like chats and stuff.
In theory, yes.
In theory.
To see the real him.
Whenever he's done doing whatever it is he does, and he's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna like sit down and like watch my favorite show, how it's made or something. He's just gonna like sit and do that and like eat a ham sandwich or something. Like he's not always gonna be this dude with a pyramid on his head.
Of course not.
But this is a theory.
Yes.
From what we understand, he cannot take that off.
Yes. Or I don't think any of us have ever seen him, or anyone has ever seen him take it off.
I could rely on either version I've explained here. So, under the assumption that his ability to take it off and have a normal head underneath is like limited, and even less limited, or even more limited, I guess I should say, is his possibility of having human hair. I'm gonna have to say D.
That's fair. I like how we're focusing on his head.
I have a list and I have expectations, and if he doesn't have a head and definitely does not have any known hair to speak of, that's going to cause some trouble.
That's fair.
I've got quite a few characters that don't have a
thing
face.
For masks,
So
same.
Missy, how are you viewing this?
Missy?
Have we had a drop out? Oh, there you are.
My characters are doing so well.
Okay, we were both reading about him then.
So, what do you think?
He seems like a bad person, but I feel like I could make him worse.
Ooh.
And I think even though he probably can't speak, that would make him a great listener.
It would. You can sit silently together.
Yeah, comfortable
actually sounds really
silence.
nice.
People don't need to speak all the time. Sometimes you just
that is
want
something
someone to shut up.
that is something that's hard to find, is comfortable silence with someone.
And I feel like I could give him cute nicknames like Pinhead or Pyramid Scheme.
Who you call him? Pinhead?
I was gonna make that joke earlier. I
So
feel
I'll
bad
go with
because
B tier.
you said B.
Yeah, it says his abilities include choking, so that could be kinky.
Oh,
He
can I move
gonna
him
be
up to
kinky.
I'm changing to C.
Okay.
And
I feel like
That was still
joking.
that's still like majority B, right? Oh,
Yeah.
this is a see-through image. Look at that.
he gonna be kinky.
Oh my god, is that Ryan from Super Mega?
It's Dirty Dan.
That's an interesting hat.
Oh gosh. Only
I
2
wonder
of us are
who.
repping real people. I don't know how to go about this in a way that's comfortable for everybody.
S tier, because of his
Lay it
laugh.
on us.
Just
Lay
say
it
it.
on
I
us.
agree with the S tier. So 1, he's funny.
Mhm.
2, one of the reasons I grew to like Ryan McGee is not saying hair. Is a lot of the things that he talks about, especially in like their more serious podcast episodes, he ends up giving like some really good solid advice. He's like really chill and grounding.
I see.
He makes very good conversation. Like he likes to talk about movies and things. I think that's really cool. Like he's the kind of person where if I were to go on a date with a real person, this is the one I would pick because yeah, I would want to go on a date and like talk about movies and stuff and like listen to someone who tries to make people laugh. Yeah, that's my answer.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
I don't know too much about this guy, but he seems cool from what I've heard, so I'll give him a solid A.
He seems chill. I don't know if I'd specifically, want him as a Valentine's date, but I guess just hanging out in general can be cool. So I might just say B.
From what I have seen, he's very funny, but I'll go with B because I don't know him and don't want to be parasocial.
That's fair.
That gives him majority B.
All right.
Who's next?
An Amish girl.
An icon.
She is an icon. That's Sophie Hatter. She is from
she wears
Howl's
a
Moving
hat?
Castle. Yes, she wears a hat. She works in a hat shop making hats.
Sophie Hatter.
Yep.
How old is she?
She's 18.
She looks 12.
That's just because it's
Well,
Studio
she's
Ghibli
18.
with the baby faces.
That makes sense.
It's kind of going to be similarities with like Nani. So, she's very responsible. She's, hard worker. She's very sweet and another very brave and courageous character, especially for what she has to go through in the story. She's very determined and also pretty smart. And yes, she's cool.
To add on to her and Nani similarities, they both also got sass.
Yeah, very, very sassy character. So if you like a bit of spice, Sophie.
She got even spicier as like an old lady. So it's like maybe GILF. Who knows?
Tea.
I say C tier because I don't know her, but she
Oh.
seems nice and I like sass.
She's very headstrong. She won't take people's shit. So
Bump her up to B tier.
Yeah. She's great. And Howl's Moving Castle, I would say, is one of my all-time favorite Ghibli films. So should definitely watch it and see her.
I still haven't seen it. I should watch it.
Quit your
Isn't
fucking
Hal
crying.
voiced by Christian Bale?
Yep.
I just remember this information.
Yep, that's him.
I love Christian Bale.
Nice. Well,
she's also pretty good with kids.
Yeah, with Merkel.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great. I give her...
Wait, with who? I heard Urkel.
No, Merkel.
Steve Urkel.
Not Steve Urkel.
Merkel.
Okay.
If she loves you, she will defend you till her last breath. That is one known fact.
But Gilf has really soured just my overall, like...
Listen, Listen.
I didn't need to
Sophie,
hear
shut up.
gilf today.
Just shut up.
Listen, Lulu did not mention that. I was just saying that, just like, if I had to pick someone, then she's up there because she's just cool like that.
I'll put her down for a B. I feel like I don't know enough to go any higher than B.
That's fair. It's hard for me to decide between A and S. Like, same with Jane. So I'm just trying to imagine how it would be to go on a date, because I think she'll be nice, but I think maybe more of the spice comes out if you act like a certain
piece
way.
Of shit.
Yeah, so I would hope I don't act like a piece of shit to her. So
Or
maybe
fucking
for us,
whiner.
yeah, maybe for us, it would just be nice and pleasant. So I'll go with A.
So do
So
we
is
have
that
two
is that a B?
okay?
I think you guys did B's, I think.
Yeah, I did a B.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 Bs.
Cool.
Uh-oh,
Hey,
it's
it's
me again.
another black cat.
Oh
It sure
boy.
is. This is Mordecai from Lackadaisy.
Oh, Lackadaisy.
Mordecai.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the animation coming out.
I've been hearing about it throughout the entire production process. I have not kept up with any of it, so it's gonna be a wait and see whether or not I end up deciding to see it or if I'm just gonna forget. He's cool, confident, reserved. Let me make sure I get his occupation. Wait, what?
What?
I just found out who his voice actor is gonna be.
Christian Bale.
No, it's gonna be Pro ZD.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Sungwon. Okay, that's so cool.
Yes.
You know what?
It says he
ProZD
is
bumps that up.
a bootlegger and trigger man for Marigold.
Okay.
They're
I see.
He does the
marigolds.
shoot.
I don't know enough about him, but he seems cool. And of course, I like the voice. And
Oh, he's Ace.
I love that. I think we could be a really cool duo. So part of me is tempted, but I'm thinking because I don't know the character too well, maybe I'll go with A.
I'm also going to go with A.
I don't know enough, but I like that he's a cat, and I like who his voice is gonna be, so B.
Yeah.
So
Cat
2 A's
definitely
and a
bumps it.
B. Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
That's my highest one so far. Good job, Mordecai. Keep it up.
Yay. Mordecai is such a name.
Okay, so that's Raphael from TMNT, specifically the 2007 movie.
Yeah. S.
So I think he's really cool because it's another protector kind of character. He is very family orientated. He cares a lot for animals. He's a pretty big animal person.
Vigilante.
Excluding cockroaches. He's a vigilante. He believes highly in justice. Is a real fighter when it comes to, what he believes in. This may kill my shot at a high place for him, but I don't care. This is why I love him so much. So he does have a bit of a temper on him, but he works really hard at it to
Fix it.
kind of mellow out. And I think that shows a lot in his personality as to why he's such a good character, because he works very hard to keep that under wraps or kind of just mellow it out, especially for, those types of characters. It's hard to admit to flaws, especially for a broody person like him, but I can appreciate something like that in a character. So yes, vigilante.
I appreciate his passion. I think I just like all the TMNT in general, but yeah, especially in 2007, Raph really shined and came through. But I mostly appreciate his passion, and he's hot, so S tier.
I like that he's a turtle. A tier.
We all
Yeah.
like turtles.
I like turtles.
I was gonna say, because he's a turtle B, it brought him down just a little.
He's a mutant turtle, so there's human too.
You wouldn't smash the turtle?
No.
See, for me, mutant definitely brings it up. But yeah.
Yay.
A.
Uh-oh, it's me again.
Who could that be?
Oh no.
It starts with a letter. Is that
I
It
actually
starts
don't
with
know
a
who that
letter
is.
and it ends with a letter.
Is that D? No, I'm joking.
I actually don't know who that is.
It's V from Devil May Cry 5.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Devilman.
Apparently,
You don't want to know who I thought that was.
No, say it. Say it.
I thought it was Chris Angel.
What?
You know what? As a kid, I was at one of his shows and I thought, wow, that guy's so cool.
You went to one of his shows?
I didn't purposely ask to go. My parents brought me and I saw his show and I was like, wow, this guy's so cool and edgy. I was a little kid. I didn't know any better.
That's crazy.
I saw him live and I was like, wow, this guy rocks. Chris Angel for life. Yeah.
Is he still alive?
He should be.
Yes.
He
I
should
think he's very alive right now.
Better do a Chris Angel deep dive.
Okay, so V, there is not much to his. No, wait, there is something to character. I was gonna say there's nothing to his character whatsoever. He's a sad little man who likes poetry from a progressive poet and has a talking bird.
I mean, none of those sounds like any downsides, and I like his style. So, and judging from just the general aesthetic, I know this isn't classified because this is referring to like more specifically a music genre, but I'm getting some kind of alt goth vibes. So, you know what? Why not? I'll do S because, yeah, I'm gonna be more biased for characters that could seem more gothic.
I'll say A.
I didn't say. See those tattoos on him?
Kind of.
He has a lot more than that. I think those are the bird and the other animals. Like they're moving. They come off of
Cute.
him.
Ooh.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
and his
Yeah.
hair turns white because I think the hair is also part of it. Basically, yeah.
I also had a bias for white-haired anime boys, and this is a video game character, so it's
Yeah,
a little different, but
he's
still
part of
cool.
a character with white hair, so sometimes he does have white hair.
Yeah. So yeah, seems chill. Maybe for a Valentine's date, we'd be interested. I don't know. Maybe it'd be cool. I'd listen to his poetry and talking bird.
Yeah, I'd probably shut up the talking bird if I were you, but the rest of that.
Sticking in a
Okay.
cage.
So we have
Oh,
an
no.
S, and we have an A, and we have a.
You said he was a sad poet, so together I feel like we could be sad together. So I give
Yeah.
him a B
That'd be
tier.
plus.
Oh, he
Harmony.
gets an A.
Okay.
Yay.
Who's this?
Here we have
A
David
much
Coena.
more wholesome character.
Yes, much more
Ow.
wholesome character. David Coena from Lilo and Stitch. He is
Hooray.
definitely not your typical quote unquote nice guy. He's actually a good man. Even before he was like an official couple with Nani, he's already shown how devoted and how much he's willing to give to like, you know, help with her priorities, with Lilo, with just trying to, you know, cheer them up. And he's just a radical dude, you know, just a cool guy. Nothing wrong with him. And I wrote this on the PowerPoint, but I also wrote down, you know, nice butt and fancy hair.
Oh.
I think those are
S
important
tier.
points.
Especially when it comes for dating. He's not even like the pressure type. He's just cool if you want to be friends, man.
He went
He's
all
like,
out the
alright,
way
that's all
before they
good.
even.
S tier.
He's just great.
tier.
He'd be so cool to just hang out with for a day, but long-term partner, absolute goals.
He's good with kids too.
Yes.
I don't care if anyone's good with kids, but it won't bring down my score either, so
Yeah,
I was
basically.
only making a point for Lilo.
Yeah. All
It's
right.
it's hard to see David in any other tier other than S. He's just a really good guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait for people's opinions, but I'm starting to move him. How's it hanging for everyone?
S.
Did we all say S? Okay.
Obvious S.
He didn't have to save Stitch, but he did anyway. What a guy.
Yeah.
Who is this?
I've seen that character.
Oh, this character is Wrench from Watch Dogs 2 and the newer Watch Dogs thing.
Oh, he has an anarchy symbol.
Yeah, he does. That's his whole
He
thing.
does?
I like the
He
mask and
does.
hood.
Him and the group that
Tattoos.
he's in the game have like a whole like thing going on. It's the premise of the game basically.
A tier. He's hot.
That's a big time
That's what I
plus.
thought.
Good. I'm glad you feel that way.
Let's see what's up with Wrench.
But
What
yeah,
are we
he's
missing?
a hacker.
Reginald.
You can depend on me. I'm too lazy to go into Google.
He's fun and enthusiastic. He is
It
Nice.
says
Looks
you
like
get a
it.
debilitating shyness.
Yes, he does, which is why he has the mask.
I see. It says he's loudmouth and animated.
Yeah, he's
But-
wild and humorous.
That's cool.
He's really fun. There's never a dull moment with him.
That kind of make for a good date. Never a dull moment.
Yeah. He's very nice, genuine. He is awkward around women.
Is he gonna do the whole milady thing?
No.
I would hope not.
He's
I
just
do
Does he
like
just does he
gets
just freeze
nervous.
up like this?
Yeah.
Does he just freeze up like the SpongeBob caveman meme?
But yes, he's fun and enthusiastic and can be shy at times. What's the vibe?
So
I say C.
okay. I'm chill with his, you know, the parts of him where he can be chill versus like more energetic, maybe even aggressive. I already thought the aesthetics were cool and everything, and personality and stuff seems fair. And as a joking way, I'm just gonna say this, but like I do appreciate the punk rock culture and vibe. And it's just kind of an ongoing joke that punks are basically goth jocks. So that's automatically going to put him in S tier.
I'm also gonna say S tier. The shyness,
I'll
Yeah.
bump it up to
anarchist.
S too.
He's just
He seems cool.
when I purposefully bought the game. I did not care what it took, just so that I could play the game and experience him and all of his voice lines.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I just want to hang with him.
All right, last one.
all right, okay.
I've fallen
Nifty
asleep.
goggles.
Okay, so this isn't necessarily a character. I really like the fan art interpretations of the ISTP personality type.
Do you like ISTP personality types in general?
Yes, I do. Aizawa is one of those personalities.
I see.
Hey, that's my personality type.
Yes,
Like,
it
It
is.
is? Oh,
Yes,
cool.
it is.
So now we
Is that a
know.
bad thing? Do we need to
No, it's
talk
not.
later?
No.
It's a good thing.
It's
It's
the
just
best personality type. Yeah. But yeah, Aizawa's and ISTP. It is a personality type that I'm very comfortable with being around or conversing with, and so it made it very easy pick for the date list.
I see. I like the goggles.
Oh yeah, so the interpretations of him for fan art, the specific like guy version, it's all about the hair.
I see. The hair's chill.
I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice.
I get it.
I like the goggles. I like the hair. I kind of like the gloomy look.
He just like me.
For real.
I'd
What are you
give
trying to say?
I'd give
I'm
that
saying that
person
you're
a
an
B.
ISTP.
From like just looking at the picture and from a
I'm
distance.
saying you're gloomy.
Ah,
You're
Just
saying I have
you
depression?
cool.
Oh, also ISTP is the personality type most associated with black cats.
yeah,
Interesting.
that's a good point. ISTP in general could be chill. Just looking at this OC fan art, I like the aesthetics and the general vibes seem cool, but I'm not sure if I would specifically go for like a Valentine's date with this person.
Oh.
Then maybe we could
Would
be
it be better if I explained the personality?
sure.
Okay.
I mean, because like I said, it's not so much the personality type. I'm just looking at this person like, would it work? Would it not work?
Some people are really good at guessing. I don't think I'm one of those people. Sometimes, like, I have a 50-50 shot of whether or not I'm able to guess. So I'm going to say I've met a lot of ISTPs, and they're easy to hang around, especially if you're an INTP.
Okay.
They're the grounding mechanism.
Grounding.
I'm filling in time as I look this up. So, they enjoy having time to think alone. They're fiercely independent. They like hands-on activity
Yeah,
and new experiences. They like working at their own pace,
that's cool.
logical and rational. They like new things and can get bored of routine. I don't know if that's like the kind of personality you want to take on a date.
Just trying to
Can
think
do
because
something
I can make
different.
them spontaneous though. Spontaneous
Yeah.
true.
people are cool.
Yeah.
Unless you're a homebody, then that's not gonna work out.
Uh,
Like, leave me alone. I'm couch potato.
I like the aesthetics. I mean, the general personality type seems cool. I'm having a little trouble visualizing how we'd be, but so maybe I'll bump it up to letter B then.
That's 2 B's. Buzz, buzz, buzz.
What did Missy have?
B.
Okay.
Buzz,
B,
buzz.
B, B.
Ta-da! We've done
Buzz,
it.
buzz.
And it only took us an hour and a half.
Wow. Now we just gotta get down to a third of that time.
Yes.